Today's topic is design of key. So a key is a simple milestone insert which is inserted between our hub or shaft to connect these together. So it is a particular device which prevents the relative motion between shaft and the pulley or gear when it is mounted. So it is a temporary fastening between shaft and the pulley or gear which is mounted on that shaft. So it is generally inserted parallel to the axis of the shaft. So it has a rectangular cross section in general. So if I just overview on the types of key, different types of keys are there: sunk key, give head key, tangent key, Woodruff key, and splines. So look at this picture. You'll find that all these keys are having almost square or rectangular in cross section. Depend upon application to application, the shape and size of these keys are going to change. So in between, Woodruff key is having somewhat different kind of cross section. Woodruff key is used when there is a limitation of space in between two adjacent pulleys or two adjacent gear. So it is having best application as your bike gearbox. Such type of components or such type of gearbox which is having very limited space. So tangent key and saddle key which are having very less stress concentration because there is a very less uh, engravement or there is very less material is removed from the shaft. In case of our sunk key, rectangular key or give head key, we have to remove material from the shaft so that there is a keyway. So there is a keyway and we can insert half portion of the key inside the shaft and half portion is inserted in hub or boss of the pulley or gear. So if you just go further for the forces on the key, you'll find that the F force, which is tangential force on this key when it is inserted inside the shaft. L is considered as the length of key, W is the width of the key, and T is the thickness of the key. Half portion of the thickness is inside the shaft and half portion of the key thickness is inside the boss or hub. So just look at the two-dimensional view. In the two-dimensional view, it is very clear that that key is inserted half portion inside the key slot and half portion which is above the shaft. So it is subjected to torque. So how much is the torque? So we know F is the force, and if we know the radius is d by 2, then the torque is equal to force multiplied by t by 2. That much amount of torque is created by the shaft. So look at the different notations. T is the torque, F is the tangential force, D is the diameter, L is the length of the key, W is the width of the key, T is the thickness of the key, and here this key is subjected to torsional shear stress and crushing stress, not torsional shear stress. The shaft is subjected to torsional shear stress, but the force is tangential. That's why the key is subjected to shear stress, which is direct shear stress and the crushing stress. So let us one by one consider these stresses. So when the key is subjected to direct shear stress, when the key is subjected to direct shear stress, then look at the figure. In that figure, you will find that the force is acting tangentially on the key. Because of the direction of force, the key is cut down. It is going to shear out. So when it is going to shear out, look at the picture again. The shearing of the key. Half portion of the key which cut down and which may kept inside the hub or boss, and half portion is remain inside the shaft. So if you just consider the shear stress, let us convert into mathematical formulation. So we know that direct shear stress tau equal to force divided by area, because it is a direct shear stress. Force divided by area is our equation. So here the torque which is created is having force multiplied by d by 2. If I place that torque in our equation, then just put the term force in terms of tau into A. So it becomes F into d by 2 becomes tau into A. So I have replaced force by tau into A. So it becomes now torque. Now if I consider area of cutting, area of shearing is W as a width and L as a length. So if you just put that inside the equation, then torque, because F into d by 2 is torque, equal to tau into area is W into L into d by 2. So this is the equation. This is the equation we can form, which is used when the key is under shear stress. So you remember this equation because this equation we are using in the numericals. Torque T is equal to tau into width of the key into length of the key into d by 2, where d is the diameter of the shaft. Now look at one more failure, crushing failure. The force may crush down that key which is inside the shaft, because the half portion is going to crush down, half portion is going to crush down. Now again try to get the mathematical formulation. Here crushing stress sigma c, crushing stress is equal to force divided by area. Now again the force in terms of torque, F into d by 2 is equal to torque. So F into d by 2 equal to, in terms of F, we can put sigma c into A into d by 2. So replace force by stress into area. So area, if you just look at the area now, area is half portion of the key which is inside the shaft. So half portion means t by 2 is the thickness multiplied by length. So L into t by 2 is the area. If you put that area in our equation, then torque T equal to crushing stress multiplied by length L multiplied by t by 2 into d by 2. So you remember this equation also. This is the equation in which design of key under crushing stress. So crushing stress equation and shear stress equation, these are the two equations by which we can design our key. So this completes our design of key.